You work 40 hours a week, sometimes more. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. But somehow, at the end of every month, there's more month than money. You're not lazy, you're not stupid, you're just stuck in a system that wasn't designed for you to win. But here's the truth nobody wants to tell you. You can break free. And it doesn't require some get-rich-quick scheme or crypto gambling. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you is how regular people are quietly building wealth while everyone else stays broke. Look, I get it, another finance video promising you the world. But this isn't about flipping NFT or starting a side hustle that requires 80 hours a week on top of your job. This is about the boring, unsexy stuff that actually works. The stuff wealthy people do that nobody talks about because it doesn't make for good clickbait. I'm going to break down exactly how to stop living paycheck to paycheck, even if you think you don't make enough. Because here's the secret. It's not about how much you make. It's about understanding the game nobody taught you how to play. First, let's talk about why you're stuck. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this. The average American spends 38% of their income on housing, another 16% on transportation, and by the time you add food, insurance, and basic utilities, you've burned through 70% of your paycheck before you even think about living. That's not a personal failure, that's math. But here's where most people mess up. They think the solution is making more money. So they grind harder and get a raise, maybe jump to a new job for a 10% bump. And you know what happens? Their spending goes up to match it. New car payment, nicer apartment, more DoorDash. It's called lifestyle inflation, and it's silently destroying your future. The real problem isn't your income. It's that you're playing defense when you need to be playing offense. You're focused on paying bills instead of building systems. And that's exactly what we're going to fix. Okay, here's step one, and it's the least sexy thing you'll hear today. You need to know where your money is actually going. I know. Budgeting sounds about as fun as watching paint dry. But listen, you can't fix what you can't see. Spend 30 days tracking every single dollar. Not to judge yourself, not to feel guilty, just to see the truth. Here's what you're looking for. The invisible money drains. That 12.99 subscription you forgot about. The 8 coffee habit that's costing you $200 a month. The just this once takeout that happens 4 times a week. These aren't judgments. They're leaks in your financial ship, and you're drowning because of them. Now, once you see the truth, here's the move. Cut the waste, not your life. You don't need to live on ramen and never have fun. You need to be intentional. That subscription you don't use? Gone. That daily coffee? Make it at home 4 days a week. Treat yourself once. That's $160 a month back in your pocket. But here's the critical part. Don't just save that money. Give it a job immediately. Because money without a purpose disappears. Which brings us to the real game changer. This is where you stop being a wage slave and start building actual wealth. I call it the 3 bucket system, and it's stupidly simple. Bucket 1, the emergency fund. This is your freedom bucket. Your goal is $1,000 first, then 3 to 6 months of expenses. Why? Because emergencies don't care about your budget. Car breaks down, sudden medical bill, lose your job. Without this bucket, you're one crisis away from credit card debt that takes years to escape. Start with just $50 a month if that's all you can do. It'll take time, but that's okay. Progress beats perfection. Bucket 2, debt destruction. If you've got high-interest debt, credit cards above 15%, personal loans, payday loans, this is your priority after that first $1,000. Not your mortgage, not your car payment, the high-interest stuff that's bleeding you dry. Use the avalanche method. Minimum payments on everything, then attack the highest interest rate debt with everything extra you've got. Every dollar you pay off is a dollar that stops working against you and starts working for you. Bucket 3, the wealth builder. Once you've got your emergency fund and you've killed the high-interest debt, this is where the magic happens. This bucket is for building actual wealth. And here's the beautiful truth. You don't need to be a stock market genius. Open a Roth IRA if you're eligible. Max it out if possible, but even $100 a month is powerful. Put it in a low-cost index fund, something tracking the S&P 500. That's it. No stock picking, no day trading. Just consistent investing in the American economy's growth. Here's why this matters. The average stock market return is about 10% annually over time. That $100 a month invested consistently for 30 years, becomes over 200,000. That's not get rich quick. That's get rich for sure. Now let's talk about the other side of the equation, making more money. Because yes, cutting expenses helps, but there's a limit to how much you can cut. There's no limit to how much you can earn. But forget the traditional advice about working harder at your job and hoping for a raise. That's slow and uncertain. Instead, think about your skills as products you can sell. Can you write? Businesses need content. Can you edit videos? Creators need editors. Can you organize? People need virtual assistants. The gig economy gets a bad rap, but used strategically, it's a wealth-building tool. Here's the approach. Pick one skill you already have or can learn in 30 days. Spend nights and weekends for 3 months building a small client base. Your goal isn't to replace your job. It's to add 500 to 1,000 a month that goes straight into bucket 3. And here's the sneaky part. This isn't just about money. You're building leverage. You're creating options. You're proving to yourself that your income isn't fixed. That's a mental shift that changes everything. Let's get real for a second. The tactics don't matter if your mindset is broken. You are not your job. You are not your bank account. You are someone who is learning to play a game that nobody taught you. And every single wealthy person you see started exactly where you are, feeling exactly how you feel. The difference? They decided their current situation wasn't their final destination. Stop comparing yourself to people on social media. Stop feeling guilty about past money mistakes. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start. The perfect moment is now, even if it's imperfect. Rich people aren't smarter than you. They just know things you're learning right now. They automate their savings. They invest consistently. They live below their means while investing the difference. And most importantly, they think long-term in a world obsessed with instant gratification. Here's the truth. You won't be rich next month or next year. This isn't a sprint. It's a marathon you didn't know you were running. But if you implement even half of what we talked about today, tracking your spending, building your 3 buckets, investing consistently, increasing your income, you will look back in 5 years and not recognize your financial life. The wage slave trap is real, but it's not a life sentence. It's just the default path for people who don't know there are other options. Now you know. Start small, start today. Start with one thing. And remember, every wealthy person you admire that was once broke and figuring it out just like you. If this video helped you, smash that like button and subscribe because I'm dropping financial truth bombs every single week. Drop a comment and tell me which bucket you're focusing on first. And remember, your future self is watching. Make them proud. Now get out there and take control of your money. You've got this.